For this project, you'll need a piece of paper, a piece of pre-wedged plastic clay. Remember, plastic clay is a state of clay where you can do the most molding. A plastic rib, a wooden stick that would be sharpened at one end so you could trace things with, a clay fettling knife, and your design. To get started, take your clay and you're going to pound it out. You can also look at your design. Mine's very triangular, so I'm going to start making my clay into a triangle to roll it out. It'll make things a little bit easier. So I pound it down a little bit. Remember to keep flipping things, check all the sides. And then you're going to use a rolling pin to start rolling out your clay. Rolling it out one direction, check the height. It's very close to what I need, not quite there. But I'm just going to start rolling the other way so I can get that triangle look. And then while I'm doing that, you want to flip your clay. You can also start kind of forcing the triangle shape. And you're doing this, make sure you're doing it on a piece of paper, because if you roll your clay out on the table, chances are it will stick to the table and it will be very difficult to get off. So I'm rolling my clay out, checking the size. I need a little bit more down here at the bottom. There, it looks like my A is going to fit on my piece of paper. So I'm going to take my wooden stylus, which is a sharpened stick, or you can use a pencil if you'd like, and I'm tracing my letter A. I'm not tracing my add-on item paintbrush, simply because I'm going to cut that out separate and attach that on top so it stands out. I did, however, trace the paint piece since that is supposed to be on my A's leg. So do your best. If you go through your paper, that's okay. That happens all the time. I know I want my dot there to hang my A. So I'm going to take it off. You can very faintly see your letter trace, and you'll use a clay fettling knife to cut out your letter. And remove the different pieces as you need. You take a look at how thick and even my slab is from one end to the other. One end is not thinner than another end, and you want it to be about that thickness, so that looks like about 1/2 inch. If you go too much thinner, clay doesn't do well thin, and it could have the possibility of breaking. I'm going to continue to cut out my letter here. I want to keep the extra slab pieces whole, just in case I have enough room to trace my paintbrush onto them. So I'm going to finish my A. I'm going to work on my paintbrush letter. Pull that out if I can. Let's see if I can lift it up. 80-degree cut. Then you can use your clay rib for smoothing things out. So like I've got some burrs here. Just go over my letter, smooth things out. Make it nice. This is also really good if you make a mistake tracing. You can smooth out the lines that you traced, and then you can work on retracing. So I'm going to set my A aside at this point in time and check and see if something like this, which is one of my clay pieces that I did not use, would fit my paintbrush. And it looks like it will. So I'm going to then take and trace my paintbrush. If you want your lines on, you can trace those. Otherwise, you can do the details here later. As I work, my paper's kind of getting destroyed. It's okay. We're not going to keep the paper. We're going to keep the clay. Got my paintbrush traced here. Use my clay fettling knife. I'm going to cut that out as well. Now I'm ready for the next class. I've got my A and my add-on item. I can support my add-on item by placing it on my A. And when I'm ready to clean up at the end of class, I'm going to take my clay extras. Remember, if I'm going to use them for anything, I do need to wedge them. That works best off of the paper. So I can wedge my clay or just kind of put it in one place and then very carefully set your letter in your add-on item in your bag. And set your clay, your extra piece of clay, on the opposite side of the bag with as little air as possible, and then seal it up, and you're ready for next class.